Welcome to the Mentored Career Development in Clinical and Translational Science Training Award Information Session. My name is Cecilia Patino Sutton, and I'm an Associate Professor in the Department of Population and Public Health Sciences, and I lead the Workforce Development and the KL2 training program for our institute. Our institute is funded by the National Center for Advancing Translational Sciences within the National Institutes of Health. This institute is relatively new to NIH, but it's growing rapidly and provides many funding opportunities to the clinical translational science community. In this picture, one of our KL2 scholars, Liliana Amezcua, who's an MD from the Department of Neurology, was highlighted for her work in multiple sclerosis among the Hispanic population in LA and countrywide. The Clinical and Translational Science Awards have been granted to academic institutions countrywide, as you can see on this map. Every one of these academic institutions have a KL2 program. We collaborate with many of the KL2 programs nationwide, which has contributed to enrich our programs collectively. To access detailed information to apply to the KL2 program, all you need to do is go to our website, www.sc-ctsi.org, click on Training Education, and access the KL2 program. Clinical translational scientists, what makes them distinct among other researchers? They generate innovative scientific knowledge, medical devices, and medical interventions that accelerate improvement to human health. They also work in teams and thus integrate many disciplines and types of research to generate innovation. As I mentioned before, these include preclinical, patient-oriented, and population-based research. In the clinical translational research literature, you might also see that translational phases are depicted by numbers. T1 from bench to bedside, T2 from bedside to patients, T3 from patients to practice, and T4 from practice to public health. No matter how you define the different translational phases, it's important to understand where your research fits and make sure that when you apply to our program, you make this very clear to us. Here we give comprehensive definitions of each stage for you to read and the link to NCATS where you can access more information. As you think about applying to our program, we want to make sure that you understand the goals of the training program. These include train and cultivate the translational science workforce, engage patients and communities in every phase of the translational process, promote the integrations of special and underserved populations in translational research across the human lifespan, innovate processes to increase the quality and efficiency of translational research, particularly of multi-site trials, and advance the use of cutting-edge informatics. So now let's transition to our program here at USC and CHLA. Let's start with our team. Let me introduce you to the complete team. I co-lead the team with Dr. Steven Siegel, and among the team we have 8 members who contribute to the educational and administrative side of the program. They include Catherine Guevara, Alexander Capron, Eric Peterson, Elizabeth Selinsky, Elizabeth Berner, Jeannie Zekoff-McKean, Karen Busa, and Gary Sanangel. So now let's go to the specific goals of our KL2 program. The overall goal is to train and nurture individuals committed to a career in clinical and translational research, and to provide advanced multidisciplinary team-based clinical and translational research education and mentoring training. Our program advocates for scholar diversity under the Inclusive Excellence Framework. It encourages applications from junior faculty members from underrepresented minorities, including Black, Indigenous, and people of color, LGBTQIA+, military veterans, disabled and or from disadvantaged background as defined by the National Institutes of Health. In total, we have admitted 52 applicants to our program since 2010. Cohort 1, Cohort 2, Cohort 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and our newest one, 12. Let me tell you a little bit about our KL2 Scholar applicant pool. 47% is non-white, 56% are female, 44% come from pediatric backgrounds. 14% are outside the School of Medicine, and these include disciplines such as occupational science and therapy, biokinesiology and physical therapy, pharmacy, social work, bioengineering. 55% are MDs, 25% are PhDs, 10% are MD PhDs, and 10% are other. These other include PharmD, DPT, OTD, and DDS. On average, each applicant pool publishes 12 papers and have written 2 grants. They represent 32 clinical disciplines and 99% meet NIH K-type requirements. So what kind of clinical translational research do the applicants who have gotten to our program focus on? The majority focus on preclinical, clinical, and clinical implementation science. As you can see, only 4 individuals are exclusively preclinical, and we haven't had any public health applicants who have gotten into the program yet. So now let's transition to the eligibility criteria. The program is a 3-year training program, and the eligibility criteria include pursuing a career path in clinical translational research, having an MD, PhD, DOT, DSN, DNP, DPT, DDS as examples of professional doctoral degrees, and or a research PhD. Junior faculty or anticipating promotion to faculty status, such as fellows or senior residents, U.S. citizen, non-citizen nationals, or permanent residents. The applicant must commit 75% effort to the program, and there must be strong and a committed mentoring team, and strong support from the applicant's department. So what are our program expectations? Remember, the overall goal is to provide advanced multidisciplinary team-based clinical and translational research education and mentoring training. So the expectations for the program include pursue a mentored research project in your area of expertise that is clinical and translational, complete a master or certificate of clinical, biological, and translational investigations, complete coursework and co-curricular activities specific to our program, attend the Translational Science meeting in Washington, D.C. during year 1, and apply for an individual NIH award such as a K23, K08, or write an R01 while in the program. So how have we done thus far? Let's look at the alumni and active scholar productivity. This includes cohorts 1 to 11 with a total of scholars of 48. We have 34 alumni and 14 are active. 100% continue active in clinical translational research. Altogether, they have produced over 1,000 publications, over 1,000 presentations, and 490 posters. They have brought in $73.3 million in grant funding, 74% from NIH, and 77% as PIs or multiple PIs. Now let's go to the program key elements. These include coursework that include the clinical translational research courses 1, 2, and 3. You'll have to decide if you'll complete the certificate program or the Master's in Clinical, Biomedical, and Translational Investigations. The certificate includes 15 units of didactics plus directed research, and the Master's includes 29 units of didactics and a thesis. You'll also have to come to our Career Development Seminar Series, which are monthly sessions, a work in progress every 6 months, and the Translational Science meeting in year 1 of the program. So let's move on to financial support. The program is supported financially by 3 sources, which include NIH NCATS, USC, and your department. We support 75% effort of up to $90,000 plus fringe for 3 years of your salary. Remember, the third year or one of the years is supported by your department. Tuition or research cost of up to $25,000 annually for 3 years. In year 1, $5,000 can go to travel and $2,500 to be spent towards the Translational Science meeting, and in year 2, $2,500 on travel. SECTSI is pending renewal of the Clinical Translational Science Award from NIH in 2022. Therefore, funding is contingent upon successful renewal. Let's go on to the mentor's expectations. They are a key component of our program. The mentors have a key role during the application process and during the training program. During the application process, we expect them to collaborate with you in reviewing all the components of the grant and write the letters of support. During the training program, we expect them to ensure protected time for their mentee while in the program, regularly meet with you, evaluate your progress, actively participate with the WD leadership to develop mentoring strategies for the training program, attend the mentees' work in progress sessions, and attend additional mentoring workshops. Now let's move on to the last part of this session, the application process. First, you're going to download from the SECTSI website and carefully read the application guideline. Then you're going to prepare all the required documents, log on to the online application portal, and upload all the required documents. Just as a reminder, all this information is on our website. So the first section of the application is the letter of intent, which is due August 6, 2021. In that letter of intent, you're going to include your contact information, a description of what you hope to achieve while in the program, just 1 paragraph, education and mentoring goals, 1 paragraph, a research study title, and a brief summary of the plan, 1 paragraph, mentor and co-mentors' names, specialty, and email information, names and email address of 3 potential reviewers for your application who do not have conflict of interest, and then you're going to upload via the online application and click Save Draft at the bottom of the application. The full application is due on August 31st, 2021 at 5 p.m. So the rest of the grant includes various sections. Section 2 is your basic demographic data, name, address, phone. Section 3, some additional information requested by NIH but is optional, which includes citizenship, gender, race, and ethnicity. Section 4, if you are resubmitting an application, includes the response to reviewers' comments. Section 5, letters of recommendation from mentors and department chair, which include your mentor's biosketch and list of previous scholars, and a letter of recommendation from mentors and department chair. Section 6 is the proposed mentoring plan, which has to include the career development goals, the research project timeline, extramural funding, manuscripts, and meeting timeline. And Section 7 is the proposed educational plan. The next section, Section 8, is the proposed research plan, and this includes the personal statement by the applicant, the project title, the research project SECTSI's translational priority area, the structured abstract, the specific aims, the research strategy, which includes significance, relevance, innovation, approach, preliminary data if you have some, the literature cited, your NIH biosketch, and your CV. Section 9 includes the applicant's annual salary information, and the last section 10, you have to upload a signature page, which requires signatures from your mentors and your department chair. So now let's go over the application review process, which goes from September to October 2021. 1. Applications will be reviewed by the External Review Committee, the reviewers from applicants' areas of expertise, and by the Internal Review Team. 2. Applicants are ranked. Those with highest scores will be invited together with their mentors for a face-to-face interview with the internal review team. And 3, the interview dates for the applicants and the mentors include November 3rd from 10 to 11 a.m., November 12th from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m., November 11th from 3 to 4 p.m., and November 15th from 9 to 10 a.m. So what happens next? Award notification is sent to you on December 3rd, 2021, to your department chair and administrator, and to your mentors. And then there's some additional paperwork that is sent to you for you to sign. So let's finish off with reviewing some important dates. The letter of intent is due August 6, 2021 at 5 p.m. The application submission, June 1st, 2021 to August 31st, 2021 at 5 p.m. The review starts with the application reviews from September to October 2021. Application interviews with applicant and mentor by invitation only. Remember, there are these 4 dates. Award and notification of appointment. There's a notification of awards, which happens on December 3rd. An awardee orientation. Awardee and mentors are expected to attend on December 13th from 9 to 10:30 a.m. And the start date of the program is June 1st, 2022. Thank you for attending this informational session on our training program. If you have any further questions, please contact us by phone or by email.